welcome back to Kitten Up Kitten, and today is day one of #Lust After Dusk. So I am starting my very first section on this canvas for this month. I have got mine sectioned into 30 sections, although these sections are slightly smaller than the others, but it's a good place to start. Now, if I was working on a canvas normally, sideways, I would start on the other end. So as it's a long thin canvas, I would start on the left hand side and have it come in this way. However, because this is a canvas of the two boys from Supernatural, I want to start this end and get Sam done first, because then I can finish with Dean. If I do it the other way round, I'm going to get Dean done, I'm going to stop because that's all I'm interested in. So I am going to make a brand new start. I always start in my right hand square, and there's a couple of reasons for this. Number one, it is just the way that I work. You don't have to do this. Number two, it means that my folded over piece of cellophane is on this side of me, so I don't keep knocking into it as I'm dotting. I also always start at the top, because then as work progresses it will hang over the end of my desk and it won't be a problem. Now, I do need to be careful because number one, that bit of washi tape isn't particularly straight, but I need to make sure I don't get my head in the way. So it is Saturday the 1st of July, and I'm filming a bit later than I expected because I have my granddaughter staying over today for the night. She is having a sleepover with us, so I need to cut it just here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a ceramic cutter, and I am literally going to cut through the top of the plastic, and just the plastic, not the canvas as well. You don't have to put a lot of pressure on this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that section back, and hopefully it's a nice clean cut. So of course my symbols are sideways, so I'm going to secure that bit of plastic with a cover minder. I am using my peas in a pod. I do have 6 of these made ready to go up on the Etsy shop, but for now I'm concentrating on getting started. I hope you are all well. I have emailed everybody who's taking part. So I have emailed everyone who's taking part today. I was hoping that my granddaughter was going to have a nap, but she hasn't. So she's currently in the front room with my mum. So if I have to stop filming, I may have to do it in sections, but let's see how we go. So I've got my peas in a pod cover minder. I have got a new pen that I got from Amazon. Now, it came with rainbow tips, but it came with the slanted tips, and I don't like them. So I've switched it out. So I've actually got a single placer with, I think, glue dot in it. And then I have a 9 placer. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm also using my limited edition pink cook tray in the standard size, and I have my canvas kitted up into Elizabeth Ward storage. This is a round drill diamond painting. As I said, I've sectioned it into 30 pieces, and I'm literally just going to work the way that I would with a normal, you know, whenever I'm doing any diamond painting. So usually that means I start right in this bottom left hand corner and I radiate out. So whatever drill's in that bottom corner will be what drill goes down first. So there's the first one. So as always, I apologise if you can hear children, the dog, the husband, the mother, whatever. It's absolutely excellent to have you all up. This event is going to work differently, however. I've got an extra one there, to the way that we did DIY DP. So number one, there isn't going to be a daily video because it's a big undertaking to do a daily video. It really is. It's a lot of work. I'm aiming to put up 2 videos a week. I think that will be easy enough for me to commit to. And we also will be doing a live. I believe Penny will also be joining me for that. On a Tuesday night. But what I'm going to do is I've actually created a post on Penny's group. So if you're not already a member, please do join Calb's Sparkles on Facebook group. I will be putting a post up once a week, and you are then able to post up pictures of your progress, let us know how you're getting on, any comments, etc. So I will be doing this first video, obviously, as I'm doing it right now. If you wish to leave comments or ask questions or whatever, please do it on this video, and I will read those out on the next whip that I do. So it's a little bit different. It's not as rigorous, mainly because it is a one-off event. It's purely an excuse for me to do. It's just an excuse for me to do my supernatural canvas. And for you to do your canvas of whatever it is that you're fanatical or that you're in love with or you're in lust with. It could be a fandom, it could be Star Wars, Star Trek, Lord of the Rings, Supernatural like me, Vampire Diaries. It could be a film franchise, Guardians of the Galaxy. It could be that you absolutely love dolphins and you do a dolphin picture, or it could be that you're a massive Disney fan. You could do a Disney picture. You know, it's whatever you are a massive fan of. And for me, I got this canvas from New Craft Day and I was over the moon because I absolutely adore Dean Winchester. He is my husband, full stop. So just looking for any of the relevant symbol. I mean, this shouldn't, I'm doing this canvas, which is actually, I think it works out that it's about 44 by 94 instead of the 50 by 90 as advertised. That is normal for a budget company canvas. And actually, I'm quite pleased at that. So my plan is to do my section a day to get this one done. And then when I've done my section that day, I'm then going to try and do a section on my Heaven and Earth as well, because potentially I could get them both finished this month, just doing a section a day. So that's what I'm aiming for. I have seen some fantabulous art, absolutely gorgeous canvases. Now the difference, one of the main differences between this and the DIY DP event is that I won't be doing a video each week with everybody's update. Like, it takes a lot of work to get everybody's pictures off and to get them inserted in a video. So I'm not going to do them on this one. There will be a giveaway once a week. You will have a couple of days to claim that giveaway if you win. There will be details on how to win this week's giveaway, or next week's giveaway actually, because it's Saturday today, but there will be details on how to win next week's giveaway on the next video, or possibly the live. It might be that the next one is actually the live on Tuesday, but I will give full details. I have brought some postal tubes because I've got a number of diamond paintings to give away. Oh, look, missed one already. Straight in. Missed one. Saw it as soon as I put them away. So there we go. I chose to do a round drill canvas because that's what this particular canvas came in. It is quite a muted colour palette. Got a hitchhiker in there, so that can go I haven't got a cook pot to hand, so I'll just put it to one side. But I really wanted to get this one done. Hopefully to put it in my bedroom, but I'm not banking on it. I'm not sure hubby would want me looking at Dean Winchester all the time, but you know, I wouldn't say no. So I've got to bring it up to date, I've actually got quite a few videos that are waiting to be scheduled. So amongst that, I have got 3 Diamond Art Club unboxings. I have got a kitting down. I've also, it's my granddaughter shouting me now. I've also got a kitting down. I have got a video of me doing an off the canvas piece. There's going to be this whip, obviously. So it's quite a lot. I've got quite a lot waiting to go up. I just haven't had time to schedule them yet. And every day this week that I've planned to do something, I've not been able to do it. It just has not worked out. So do you know what? I'm going with the flow now. The benefit is, if I'm only doing a section on this, with the likes of, you know, the weekends, I can actually get a fair bit of my heaven and earth done as well, because it would be amazing to get that finished. But yeah, I'm just struggling to get this video done, and it's my own fault. I could have done it yesterday. I had a night out on Thursday. We had a 40th birthday party to go to. Hubby had booked the day off work Friday, so he was fine. He was drinking, I was not. And it ended up with us leaving this party at about 11:30 to take, for me then to take Ashley into town so that he could go clubbing. Right, so I'm going to have to take a break and go and see what my granddaughter wants, because my mum's letting her shout me. But I will get this video done today. I promise, I will. Okay, attempt number 2. She's currently, I've left her upstairs with my mum, playing with her teacups. So yeah, I was super excited to get this going. There will be, like I said, a weekly giveaway. Probably be diamond paintings that have been donated to me. Some have been donated by the lovely Sharon Wildball. Got quite a few of hers. But if you are in the States and you happen to win a giveaway, there will be some diamond painting canvases donated again by the beautiful and very, very generous Betsy McLeod. I can honestly say that having Betsy contribute the way that she does with these events has been phenomenal, because I honestly do feel like we've taken such a small and new event to a much better level than I ever expected to get. So it's been great. And having the plan, even if it doesn't quite work out, I mean, if I don't get my heaven and earth finished this month, it's not a biggie, you know, I've got until November. But I am hoping that I will. Now, I could have filmed this yesterday, which would have been easier with hindsight. However, I was absolutely exhausted. I literally got into bed at about, I went to sleep at about 1:30 Friday morning. Was up at 6, obviously, because I had work, and spent the entire day. I was absolutely shattered. So me and my husband went shopping. They've just opened a new supermarket near us. We don't actually have a supermarket in the town that we live at all. The closest thing we've got is a Nisa and a Co-op, both of which are quite expensive to buy from all the time. You certainly couldn't do like a weekly shop there. It is just too expensive. So they've just opened an Aldi, so we shot up there to get some shopping. I brought them lasagna for dinner, and I literally got them some dinner done, went to bed at about 8 o'clock because I was exhausted. But it's all good. I'm doing it now. It's all fine. So I'm looking forward to getting my section done. Now, the reason I have 3 sections at this end is, like I said, I would normally start the other end if I'm working on a landscape version. So I normally do work with it on its side. However, just see if I can find my next letter before I continue. However, because I have got, this canvas has got Dean one end and Sam the other, this would actually have been the bottom of the canvas, so I would normally do it so that the the smallest sections were on the end. Well, obviously because I'm starting the other end, they're now at this end instead, but that's fine. And you know, you don't have to do just a section a day. If you can get more than a section a day done, that's fabulous. The point is that we're going to do a whole canvas this month. If you happen to do your whole canvas in 2 weeks, then so be it. Do you know what? You can start a new one. It'll be fine. But if not, just that section a day gives you something to work on. Now, I have to say, these are round drills. I believe they are acrylic. I don't think they're resin drills. I managed to get this canvas generously donated by New Craft Day in a promo package, which I was really pleased about because I knew I wanted to do a big one of theirs. I've had no issues with their canvases whatsoever. So when I saw this one, it was a given. It was like, I've got to have it. I've literally got to have it. And I've always been, you know, really pleased with the quality of New Craft Day canvases. Obviously, you know, please do a Google search on your images before you buy them, just to make sure, because, you know, they do have different laws in China than they do here. Which means they can get away with doing canvases from these sort of things, whereas I would normally buy licensed artwork. But unless Mandy Manzano is going to do a Supernatural or a Lord of the Rings themed canvas, it's unlikely that I will find one. But this will do, because I've got all month to work on this and to get to the yumminess that is Dean Winchester at the end. There's an awful lot. I've chosen to use a 9 placer because I have a lot of blocking, and I can whisk through those with a 9 placer. I have recently been using the Diamond Art Club plastic placers after Penny encouraged me to do so, and they actually are really good. I was pleasantly surprised, but I just felt today that I wanted to use a 9 placer, and I don't have a plastic 9 placer. I also need to say thank you to people that have sent me pens. I promise the polymer clay pens will be coming up. I'm just working on some kinks. I'm just trying to find the best method for doing it, and just making sure that I've got a product that I will feel comfortable in selling, so that takes time. I also have a bunch of cover minders to put on, and I know I've been saying this for ages, but I literally this week will be photographing everything and getting it up on the Etsy site. I've put some more trays on today, and we'll keep adding. We've had some issues with one of the machines. I think that is now sorted. We actually had issues with both of them to start with, so I am a little bit behind on getting trays out, but I will do those this weekend. I apologise if you can hear Lila in the background. She is she's shouting at her grandma. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but it's quite, this is the first diamond painting I've done today. I had hoped that I was going to go over and see my sister, however I kind of remembered that Lila's scared of dogs and my sister's got 2, so I didn't want to force it into putting the dogs away. It's not fair, you know. It's not so bad with Pepper, she's used to it now with Lila coming, but yeah, it's not very fair to expect somebody else to put their dogs away. I have been speaking to Penny. She is well. She had an issue earlier in this week with an unhappy customer with the cover papers. And I kind of get, when you buy something, you want it to work, you know, really well. But the truth is, we all have different things that we can and can't do. You know, some people cannot get on with multi-placing, you know, but if you bought multi-placing pieces and you didn't get on with them, you wouldn't go back to the company and say, I don't want these, I want my money back. You know, it's just one of those things. It's the same with cover papers. I love Penny's cover papers. The only reason that I haven't been using them is because I've got all of these cover binders to show off, and certainly with my car canvas, as I call it. Tell you what, these drills are fitting together very nicely. There's hardly any space around these. Yeah, I just don't use them. But I think it was just an issue with the person sort of not liking how they laid on the sticky backing and everything, and you know, she was having trouble because they weren't sticking as firmly as she expected and all that. And you know what, it is what it is. I will be honest, I did tell Penny that she should still sell them. She has made the decision not to, so please don't sort of badger her about it. You know, we had a long conversation about it, and for her mental health, she just wanted to say no, it's easier not to. So, and I get it, I do. So please be kind, don't question her. It is, she's made that decision, and we've got to stand by her for that. So I'm just trying frantically to get through this as quickly as possible. My tip, if you are working on a canvas sideways and you have got storage pots, turn your storage pot so the symbol is the same way round. It will make it much easier for you. I just chose to, the reason I've stuck to using my plastic on this one is because I'll be hanging it up. Once I finish my section, it will be hung up while I fetch my Heaven and Earth canvas down. But please do, I've had a number of emails off people saying that they're joining in, so please do. But if you're not joining in, it's fine, dot along with us, it's absolutely fine. I just wanted to have a little challenge next year. So from November, I will only be doing the DIY DP event because it is twice a year and it is a month long. So you know, if you haven't already, check out hashtag DIY May 23. There is a bunch of videos on YouTube for what we did. We will be repeating it in November. Give my drills another little shake. So I'm hoping, God willing, that this is in shot, because I really just want to get this video done and up, and then I can concentrate. We've got Lila staying overnight, so it means I can concentrate. But you know, she is 2. She does take a lot of looking after, well, not looking after, but you know, you've got to entertain her. But so far I've not had any problems. If you are interested in taking a look at New Craft Day, I will include the link to their shop in the description box. When you go to check out, please add kitten with a capital K, kitten 10, which will give you 10% off your order. Very generous of New Craft Day to do that for me. Have to say they're probably my favourite budget company. I've not had any problems with the kits I've done so far, and I actually really enjoyed doing the Sunminder. And I've never completed I've never completed an off the canvas item, or even a crystal item, to be fair. So it's brand new for me. Couldn't find my D then, so let's do that. My W is of course the 310. I've got a massive big pot of 310. But it's kind of nice to have these 2 symbols. Now I do know that get that one in. I do know that July has I think July has 31 days, but it's easier to do a round number, so that's why I've got 30 sections. Just means I can have a day off at some point. So there are a few prizes up for grabs. I will do those as we go, but I also need this weekend to get my tray orders out, because I'm behind on that as well. It's just been a busy week. Not that one, because that's a G. That one. Now I do like these big chunky pens, however my issue is I have been using one of my squishy pens this week. I really do like the short squishy pen. So I'm definitely looking forward to using them more. I just thought, do you know what, I'll use this pen. I haven't really used it much. It just feels a little heavy on me now after oh, that didn't pick up very well, did it? I did also have somebody comment about the spacing in the trays for the drills. So I will say that this tray has been designed to suit both round and square drills, because at the end of the day most of us will do either or both. The comment basically was that the drills in a different tray, another person's tray, it was narrower, and could I tighten up the lines. My answer was no, for the simple reason, number one, I'm not trying to compare with anybody else who produces trays. I'm not. I'm quite happy with the tray I've got. The reason I don't want to change the spacing on the trays is because if you go too tight, then no matter what drills they are, they're going to get stuck. No matter what you do, you're always going to get drills stuck sometimes, because with a lot, especially the budget companies, their drills aren't always a standard size. Sometimes they're a bit bigger. You know, you'll get a few that are a bit bigger or a bit smaller. Squares and rounds are different sizes. So to take into account the fact that people will be doing a variety of square or round, they will also be doing budget company paintings or the better quality paintings, and I want the tray to work for everyone. And it's not as simple as just tightening up the lines, because it would then change how many lines of drills you could get. So I sort of said, you know, I get what you're saying, but I have used this tray on Diamond Art Club and Budget Company trays. Budget Company diamond paintings. I've literally squished a drill. That's better. That didn't line up very well. I've used this on a variety of diamond paintings, and it works pretty well for all of them. Is it perfect? No. I don't think there's any such thing as the perfect tray. I don't think there ever will be. There'll always be something that we want more. We'll want it deeper. We want it wider. We want it longer. We need a lid. We need a bigger stopper. You name it. It could go on forever. However, the majority of feedback that I've had on the trays has been very good. We will occasionally get issues. They are 3D printed, and now and again you will need to do a reset, as it were. Give it a chance to you know, have a play with it again. We have 2 machines, but I am hoping that we will have a number of limited edition colours that we can do. But look how beautifully this 9 placer is working. It's going to get me through these big blocks super fast. And what I do is, when I get my multi-placer in my tray, I come in at an angle and I push against the side of the tray, and that just keeps those drills straight, she says, and then mucks it up. Just keeps those drills straight on that head. So that helps give you a more even finish, especially when you're multi-placing. So I think that this is going to be, I think it'll be quite quick, to be fair. I don't have any problems thinking that whether I'll get this done or not this month. I'm pretty sure I will. So let's put that one in there and that one there. That's what I'm aiming for. That is my goal. So currently, weather-wise, it is overcast on and off. It is warm, but not hot. We have had a little bit of rain here and there, just little tiny showers, but nothing major. Is that colour done? That's my 3 tendon out of the way. A lot of this down here is his face. So in between we've got some pretty good colour blocking areas, but I've also got some sections of confetti. It's probably a bit more confetti than you actually think by looking at it, but it's doable. So I'm going to go for you next, because that's the next one in my tray. So I'm just trying to get the video done as quickly as possible while Mum's keeping Lila occupied. So I apologise if you can hear her, that she's laughing. My house looks like a bomb's hit it, but I am enjoying it. Or I will be once I get this video done. I just want to get it up. so that you guys have got an official start. I did comment on the group this morning or early afternoon. She's getting cross with my mum and just laughing. But this is where a multiplacer comes in handy, especially on a round. So I'm going to have some sections of this that are going to be so fast. So fast. And you know, you never know. My husband might let me hang it up. She's winding her up. To be fair, I did kind of get conned because she tends to play with her hair when she's tired, and she was getting quite clumsy, which is also an indication that she's tired. Now she's 3 in December, so she's at that age now where she may not always have a nap. But I kind of said to her earlier, because she was playing with her, do you want to lay down? Do you want a nap? Do you want some milk? And she said, yes, please. So I got her some milk. So she laid down, playing with her hair, thinking, yep, she's going to go to sleep. And then I can get the video done. And I can get it up and everything in that couple of hours. And no, she woke up again. Is that all my use? I've only actually got 1, 2, 3, 4 colours left. So that's a good start. But as you can see, my next sections are actually a decent size. I think they're sort of somewhere like 9.5 by 13 centimetres, 14 centimetres. So they're a decent size, which is why I'm not using the cover paper, because it wasn't big enough. If it was big enough, I would just use it, right, V. So not a very interesting section, I've got to say. But it'll be nice when we get a bit further up. We've got some beautiful blues and turquoises coming up. I do put quite a lot of drills in my tray. I just find that it works better for me when I'm multi-placing to have quite a few. But I mean, a lot of the time I'm multi-placing 2 or 3, not try and... I picked up 2, didn't have anywhere to put 2, so I just got rid. I could have just picked up another one, really. But it does make a diamond painting. I've got so many finished this year. I'm going to have to go through them, and at the end of the year, I think Penny was on about doing a video at the end of the year to show what she'd got through. But of course, Penny does really, really big ones. Oh, I'll tell you what else I did get. I did buy a diamond painting from a D-stash from a very, very lovely lady. That came today. I'm not going to tell you what title it is, but it is a Chuck Pinson. My very first Chuck Pinson. So I opened it and gave it a little look over. It looks very, very nice. I'm looking forward to getting that, you know, into my stash and kitted up. A lot of drills. So I have got that to do as well. So there'll be a fair few unboxings on the channel in the next few weeks. But I couldn't resist when I saw this one come up as a D-stash. It was like, yeah, like that one. It's not really my style, you know. I'm not a Chuck Pinson. I'm not a massive Chuck Pinson fan. But I think he's one of those artists that everyone says I'd like to do one. So, yeah. I figured it was worth a go. Excellent, that went in really well. I've got quite good at the whole horizontal placing as opposed to the vertical placing. But if I can get this colour finished, and then I can go and rescue my mother. It's spend the rest of the day with Lila. Once she goes to bed, I'm going to crack out my Heaven and Earth. Would you bloody credit it? I cannot find. There we go. That'll do. There's a 5. Didn't do it very well though. Let's move them along a bit. Get that one as well. And of course, once I get this colour done, so I'm getting all of the V's done first, and then I can come in with the L because I don't have many of those, and then I can literally just go through and fill in with the J symbol. Not too many colours in this one. I don't know how many exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 colours. So pretty usual. Okay. Now I can hear Peppa Pig. I have to say, I'm so glad that I don't still have young children. It's hard work. But hopefully my daughter and her partner have had a fabulous brunch. They were going to a restaurant in Peterborough for lunch. Although she has messaged me like 3 times. Is Lila okay? Is there anything you need? It's like, no, we're fine. I'm nearly done, Mum. Yeah. Thought I'd better let her know. I'll come and rescue you in a minute. What was it doing then? Were you filling it up? I doubt very much she's going to have a nap now. But that's fine. Cot's up. So it's all ready for her tonight. And we have been outside for quite a bit today as well, because she does love being outside, which is nice. You will notice I have got film effect washi tape on this canvas. I used a 10-metre roll and I had just enough to section it all off. Right. Oh, I'm having a singing session. Just sitting here listening to them when I should be concentrating. Is my head in the way? I'm sorry if it is. So a big shout out to everyone that is taking part in this little event. It's not a big one, you know, it's not as full on as DIY DP, but it's just a bit of fun. And it just means that I can sit and just gaze at the beautiful Dean Winchester. Once I get down that end, it's going to drive me to get this finished just so I can see him. Okay. That's all of those. My tray seems to be quite staticky today. You can get rid of static in these trays by rubbing them over with a dryer sheet. Sometimes if you've used them quite a lot, they might need a little bit of a wipe out. So let's do the G first, because I haven't got many of those, but they're all single placing. 844. So a lot of earthy colours in this canvas. But then you've got those beautiful blues and teals later on. But this end, most definitely quite earthy tones. and I'm like sitting in the sunroom, and I've got the door shut to outside because Ash is out there working on the car. So of course it's getting quite warm. So I'll be glad to get my section finished. And please do ask any questions in the comments box. If this is your very first time visiting me, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Please do say hello so I can say hello back. I appreciate every subscription. I am on my way to that first 1,000, which is 900 more than I ever thought I would get. Not even joking. If you're coming back, of course, welcome back again. And yeah, it'll be quite fun. So this is what I will be working on for all of this month. I will also, like I said, be working on my Heaven and Earth to get that completed as well. And then August, I will be cracking out Polar Express by Mandy Manzano from Diamond Art Club. To get that finished for Christmas, because that is the square drill canvas that you guys chose. So let's get the L. Don't need many of these. Getting a little bit more of that lighter colour. I have just introduced that darker colour into my tray because I didn't make sure it was clear properly. So those interlopers are my fault, not kind of rushing a bit. So please do head over to Calb Sparkles group on Facebook. Join that if you would like to see everyone's progress as we go through this month of July. If you haven't already, please do like, subscribe, share my posts to help me get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. If you haven't already signed up to Calb Sparkles as well, please do pop over and give Penny a follow. I'm sure she would be very grateful. That's it, last colour. What colour is the J? Why can't I find it? W-E-R. It is a J, isn't it? Oh no! There's a J and an I. Right, let's do the I. There's not many. So the eyes are this skin tone colour. Oh, that's going to make it a bit more difficult, you know. I didn't notice. I thought that was all one colour, but it's not. It's an I and a J. So I am going to have to be careful. However, there's one. So I'm just double checking that they're all J's. Yep, they're all J's. Right, so the skin tone colours on this is actually quite nice. So that's one, and the J is, so I is 8948 and J is 950. So they're actually exactly the sort of colours I would expect in a skin tone. So let's just get these in quickly, and then the video is done. I can get it edited quickly and I can rescue my mum, which I'm sure she will be very pleased about. Right, there we go. So yeah, absolutely perfect. Skin tone colour. Well done, New Craft Day, on that one. Do love multi-placing. Never thought I would. When I first started diamond painting, I was very much a single placer.
away.
Well, I couldn't pick those up then.
Oh, it won't do it. This one better. This one better.
2 seconds. You see what I mean about my problems with filming? It's like she knows I'm doing it. It's because she doesn't want to be in there. I'm going as quick as I can to get this done, and then I can go back and rescue my mother from her great-granddaughter. But I honestly did think she would have a nap today. Pepper, that's enough, honestly. You see what I mean? I need a soundproof studio. If I had maybe a few thousand more subscribers, I could have one. And you know what it's like when you're trying desperately to get your section done for what reason? It always seems to take longer, doesn't it? Give that another shake. Get another good few multi-placing goes in. I'm actually quite confident now with a larger multi-placer for rounds. However, I do still make mistakes sometimes, but I will have to say that the spacing on this canvas is very good for a multi-placer, and I tend to find that with budget companies. To be fair, I haven't done a recent round canvas from Diamond Art Club to see, but I tend to have to, you know, move drills, especially on the lighter colours. But of course I don't actually have that many budget diamond paintings anymore, because I de-stashed a load because I just don't have time to do them. So it's like, if it's not my mother or my granddaughter, it's the dog whining. And she's whining purely because she's in the snug and the stair gate's up, because she sort of lurches at Lila and scares her. So she isn't being harmed in any way, I promise. That went on nicely. So coming to the end of my section, that is the first section done for the event for Lust After Dusk. Of course, it is nowhere near dusk at the minute, but hey ho. I'm not going to give a timeline on when the next video will go up. I always say to subscribers, please do hit that notification bell, because that will notify you as soon as I put up new content. Keep an eye out. I would say it would be likely that the next section that I actually film will be for the live. However, if I get a good day to get tomorrow, I might do another video. You just never know. It's going to be a surprise. I'm going to do as much as I can. Right, get that in. And of course, if you are a regular of mine, thank you so much for joining me today. It is, as always, an honour to do this for you. Now, I'm not going to lie and say that my drills are the straightest today, especially that last bit. But first section done. First corner. So the reason I start on this side is because now when I do my next section, my cover minder and plastic are not in the way. That really did not want to come out of there, which makes it easier. So first section done, we are officially on our way. So what I usually do is I then cut my next section ready ahead of time, because then I can lift this section up and I can cut that excess off. So that's what, oh, I forgot that I did that. Let's get a pair of scissors. And hopefully this should pull off. No, split it. Never mind. I only wanted to pull it enough off to take that off. It happens. So I will recut that. I don't know why it's done that. Thought I'd done it straight. Although, to be fair, the plastic on these cheaper paintings isn't as good. I have to say, it does split a little bit easier. It's not quite as strong as the Diamond Art Club one. Oh, it's just left a strip behind. I can get that. That's fine. Not a problem. So there we go. Day 1 of Lust After Dusk complete. I will be back with another section very soon. If you are taking part, please do put a picture up on the group under the relevant post. I will update and put a new post up each week, and keep an eye out for other things on that group, because it is fabulous, and if it wasn't for Penny I wouldn't have access to it. You know, she really has been very generous in letting me use her group, because God knows I don't need something else to add in. That is it from me. Any information that you may require will be in the description box. It is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye bye.